okay na?
On cam ni tanan.
Okay
On
na, okay na?
on cam ni tanan.
Oh, no, okay ra if di ka pwede mag-on cam basta depende nimo. Okay, nag-record na ni. Nag-record na ni.
Okay. Greetings, everyone. We are Group 3, and we're going to talk all about the organization and housekeeping department. Together with my group mates, Lorraine Quiachon, Dimple Antiveros, Sarik Directo, Hinayon, and Juaneza, Georgette Mejias, Noval, Sanchez, Miss Rosales, and lastly, Torres. So first, we're going to. These are the topics that we're going to tackle this day. Organization and housekeeping department, cleaning knowledge and practices, cleaning responsibilities, laundry operation, and managing housekeeping. First, we have Torres to discuss here the importance of the organizational housekeeping.
Importance. By knowing exactly who is accountable for what and who oversees whom, the housekeeping department will work more like a well-oiled machine, ensuring productivity. It is particularly important for workers who encounter problems to know who to turn to immediately and who has the final authority in addressing the issue. The organizational structure also offers a map for internal promotions and enables you to identify areas that need recruitment.
So what is the main function of the housekeeping department? The primary function of the housekeeping department is keeping the venue clean and sanitary as part of customer service. Maids and cleaners vacuum rugs and furniture in hallways, rooms, and public areas. They collect trash and empty waste baskets, change the sheets, and make the beds. Next, please. So, room attendant or hotel housekeeping duties. First is cleaning guest rooms mid-stay and after departure. Next, making beds, replacing dirty linens and towels, restocking guest rooms, amenities, toiletries, drinking glasses, and notepads. Next, removing garbage, recycling, and room service trays. And last, picking up and returning valet laundry items. Roles of housekeeping. One of the most important roles of housekeeping is to clean or freshen guest rooms while guests are out or while a room is between guests. Each morning, the housekeeping department stocks up hospitality carts with towels, fresh linens, cleaning supplies, and toiletries, and housekeepers set out to their assigned floors. Housekeepers knock on the door of each occupied guest room and enter only when the guests are out. Once inside, they make beds and supply fresh towels. Housekeepers also replace Any used toiletries, wipe surfaces clean, and vacuum or mop floors to ensure guests return to a clean room. The housekeeping staff empties trash cans and removes any rubbish from the room. When hotel guests check out and won't be returning to their room, the housekeeping department provides a more thorough cleaning of their room and changes out all towels and linens, so each new guest arrives at a pristine guest. Next, please.
Relationship between other departments. No individual department in any hotel can work in isolation. A willingness to cooperate and coordinate with the assistance of efficient methods of communication is essential if the establishment is to run smoothly. The housekeeping department is one of the departments in a hotel working towards the satisfaction of the guest, and each other department is dependent on others for information and/or services if its work is to be accomplished efficiently. Friction between departments must be kept to a minimum, and there should be a close interdepartmental liaison. Next, please. Organizational structure. The organizational structure of a housekeeping department, whether in a small, medium, or large hotel, is depicted using an organizational chart. An organizational chart is a schematic representation of the relationships between positions within an establishment, showing where each position fits into the overall organization and illustrating the divisions of responsibility and lines of authority. The housekeeping department in a hotel is headed by the executive housekeeper, wherein he or she reports to the general manager or to the resident manager or to the rooms division manager in a large hotel. In the case of a chain of hotels, the executive housekeeper also reports to the director of housekeeping, who heads the housekeeping departments in all the hotels of that chain. The deputy housekeeper assists the executive housekeeper, and depending on the size of the property, there can also be assistant housekeepers who look after the various areas of responsibility in the hotel, that is floors, public areas, the linen room, and desk control. Next, please. So we have here the chart of a hierarchy of a housekeeping department in a small hotel. We have the executive housekeeper or housekeeping manager, which is consists of two persons. These are the desk control and linen supervisor and room and public area supervisor. In a desk control and linen supervisor, it consists of linen and uniform attendants, tailors and upholsters, and trainees or apprenticeship. On the other side, the room and public area supervisors consist of room or public area attendants, room maids, room boys or GSA, house persons or helpers, trainees, and apprenticeship. Next, please. So next is the organization chart or hierarchy of a housekeeping department in a medium-sized hotel. We have a we have here the executive housekeeper, followed by assistant executive housekeeper, and consists of four persons. These are the linen uniform supervisor, consists of linen and uniform attendant or GSA, and tailors or upholsters. Second one is the desk control supervisor. Third one is the floor supervisor, which consists of room attendants, room maids, floor boys, GSA, house persons or helpers, and trainees or apprentices. And the last one is the public area supervisor, which is the clock room attendants and trainees apprenticeship. So we have here the organizational chart or hierarchy of a housekeeping department in a large or five-star hotel. So we have the executive housekeeper, followed by an assistant executive housekeeper, which consists of six personnel. These are the linen or uniform supervisor, which has a tailor, upholster, attendants, and runners or laundry valets. Next one is the desk control supervisor. Third one is the floor supervisor, consists of room attendants, room maids, room boys, GSA. Next is the house persons or helpers, and last one is the trainees or apprenticeship. The fourth one is the night supervisor, consists of night rooms attendants, room maids, room boys or GSA, and trainees or apprenticeship. The fifth one is the public area supervisor, which consists of heads, house persons or helpers, clock room attendants, and trainees or apprenticeship. And lastly, the horticulturist, which consists of head gardener, florist, gardener, and assistant florist. Next, please. So, this is the last organizational chart, which is the hierarchy of a housekeeping department in large chain hotels. So, we have here the group director housekeeping or general manager housekeeping, followed by a group executive housekeeper, and followed by the assistant executive housekeeper. So, pares-parehas ni siya sa large, wait, sa large or five-star hotel, but ang kalahian nila kay ang large chain hotel has a group director housekeeping or general manager housekeeping niya ang large five-star hotel kay wala ano.
Duties and responsibility. First is organize, supervise, and coordinate the work of housekeeping personnel on a day-to-day basis. Next is ensure excellence in housekeeping, sanitation, safety, comfort, and aesthetics for hotel guests. Draw up duty rosters. Supervise the discipline and conduct of her staff. Assure proper communication within the department by conducting a regular meeting with all personnel. Hire new employees, warn them when policies are violated and discharge them then them when necessary. Counsel employees on various duties on work-related issues. Motivate her staff and keep their morale high. Organize maintenance and repair of guest rooms. Deal with articles that guests may have left behind in the room. Ensure the provision of proper uniforms for the hotel staff. Ensure observance of hygiene and safety precautions. Offer suggestions to the Human Resource Department concerning selection recruitment, replacement, duty alternation, upgradation, and so on. Last is evaluate employees in order to upgrade them when opening arrives.
So, next is terminology. Terminology is a group of specialized words and respective meanings in a particular field, and also the study of such terms and their use. The latter meaning is also known as terminology science. Similar words of terminology are phraseology and terms. So, due out, a room which the guest is due to check out that day. Next is stay over. The guest is not expected to check out today and will remain at least one more night. Next is occupied. A guest is currently registered to their room. And last is sleep out. A guest is registered to the room but the bed has not been used. And these are also other terminologies. One is GRA, which means guest room attendant. 2 is C slash O, check out. 3 is C, means cleaned. 4 is C slash L, means checklist. 5 is O, occupied. 6 V for vacant. 7 is O for out of order. 8 is BT for bath towel. 9 for HT for hand towel. 10 for 10 FT for face towel. 11 DND for do not disturb. 12 is DL for double lock. 13 is OPL for on and on and off premises laundry. Hmm, hmm. 14 PTE for part-time employee. 15 FTE for full-time employee. 16 HWC handle with care. 17 WC for water closet. 18 SB scanty baggage. 19 DR for departure room, and 20 NC and NC not cleaned and not checked.
Next, we have cleaning knowledge and practices. Next slide, please. Uh, the following are cleaning tools and equipment of housekeeping. Vacuum cleaner, a device that causes suction in order to remove dirt from floor, unaltered draperies, and other surfaces. Mano siya, masuyot na siya, mga abog, mga buhok, and something like that. Next, broom, a cleaning tool consists of unusual stiff fiber attached to a roughly parallel to a cylindrical handle or the broomstick. Ano siya, nanay, daghan kayo sa broom. Nasa tani, silig tukog, binisaya na siya. Una siya, broom ka na siya, pero binisaya na siya. Next, we have bucket, a roughly cylindrical open container typically made of metal or plastic and handle used to hold, carry liquid or other materials. Ano siya, balde sa Bisaya. Sudlan rin siya sa unsa, mga tubig, mga something like that, mga solidified waste. Next, we have mop, a mass, a mass or bundle of coarse or string, coarse string or yarn, etc., or a piece of cloth, sponge, and other absorbent material attached to a pole or stick. Ano siya, mop? Next slide, please. Sponge, a cleaning aid made of soft, porous material, typically used in cleaning and impervious surface. Sponge are especially good in absorbing water and water-based solution. Mo ni siya kusuni siya masayop og tubig, pwede siya palimpiong plato and everything. Next, we have dustpan, a cleaning tool specialized in collecting dust, trashes, and debris, etc. Ano siya? Scrub brush, a brush with hand bristle used in especially for cleaning floors. Mo ni siya kung dili ka kuan, maka-afford ato mga mahalon. Ano ang lagay mo kuan mo? Kuan na lang ito. Next, squeegees, a tool with a flat, smooth rubber blade used to remove or control flow of liquid on a flat surface. Muna siya mong makitaan ka lang sa mga Jollibee, mga McDo, ay mga higher buildings na mga bildo na siya, mga ano. Sa para limpyo na siya. Next, we have sprayer, a device used to spray liquid and commonly used to projection of water, weed killer, crop performance materials, pest maintenance chemicals, as well as manufacturing and production line ingredients. Magamit din siya kung mga pwede po rin siya pang limpyo, mga facility tools para bildo. Carpet sweeper, a mechanical device for the cleaning of carpets. Mo na siya mga kinarya para sa mga carpet ng mga datok. Toilet brush, a tool used to clean toilet. Obvious na nga siya pan toilet, ang siya din siya pwede sa kuan. Microfiber cloth, a tool used to polish wet glasses and windows. Kani siya na cloth, lindot siya para sa mga glass, kana mga windows, mga kuan kay musilaw gid siya. Dili nga. Floor polisher, a versatile floor cleaning machine that operates by using rotating brushes or pads to scrub, polish, or buff a floor to maintain its appearance. Muna siya makita nimo kasagaran sa mga kuan kana mga lobby. Gamito ni siya sa mga housekeeping, mga public area attendant. Muna siya lisod gina siya gamiton pero it's better to say that we should. Good na. Next slide please.
The next is cleaning method. These are the method. First is sweeping. This is done to collect dust when the floor surface is too rough for a dust mop. And then the dusting, this this requires a systematic and orderly approach for efficiency and ease. Next. Then spot cleaning. Spot cleaning is this refers to the removal of stains from different kinds of hard and soft surfaces. And spot mopping. Spot mopping is essential to the preservation of floor surface. And manual scrubbing. For modern surfaces, very little hand scrubbing is required. And dust mopping. This is the preferred way to remove dust, sand, or grit from the floor. And cleaning agents. Cleaning agents, detergents. The detergents is chemical formulations made up of surfactant and complementary components. And bleach, generic term for any chemical product that is used in industry or at home to clean or remove stains from the fabric or fiber as part of the bleaching process. And the last is abrasives, a material capable of rubbing or grinding a hard surface to polish or clean it. Then sodium hypochlorite, right? Chemical compound also known as na na OCI. It's made up of sodium and hypochlorite, and it can also be thought of as hypochlorous acids, sodium salt. Then vinegar as aqueous solution of acetic acid that may contain flavorings and trace compounds which can be used to clean surfaces and get rid of odors. To scrub hard surfaces, it can also be used with other materials such as baking soda, and muriatic acid, colorist hydrogen, chlor- chloride, aqueous solution that has an unmistakable, unmistakably strong odor. Next topic is cleaning responsibilities.
Next, we have cleaning responsibilities. Employee scheduling. A list of the days and hours that each employee is required to work within a specific period. Additionally, they plan the managed employee the time of activities like vacation and other occasions when workers will not be accessible for work. Next, guest room cleaning. It entails maintaining and cleaning all occupied rooms twice daily as requested by guests, as well as entering the guest room in accordance with predetermined protocol, making the bed and tying the trash and gathering the used linen and placing the linen bag.
Ne- Next is public space cleaning. Maintain, maintain eco-friendly practices to cut down on waste and, and energy use. Make careful to keep master keys in a safe place. Make sure resources are utilized and stored properly. Simply put, they keep garbage out of the hotel entrance. This includes keeping all lobbies and public area facilities such as lobby restroom, telephone area, business center, and the front desk and portico. Lobby lounge in neat and clean condition. This spreads even to washing windows to cleaning floors and carpets. Next,
Next is the laundry operations. So, wait. So there are the linen and uniform rooms can be classified into two main divisions. Mao siya ang centralized hotel linen room o decentralized hotel linen room. First, the centralized hotel linen room is in this system, linen from all floors are collected and sorted in one central area. The linen room supervisor has a complete control over the linen room. All linens issued and receipts go out from here. So, ang sunod kay decentralized hotel linen room. In this system, all the floors individually maintains its own per stock of linen as and when necessary. These are replenished from the main linen room. The linens are kept in pantries and the floor supervisor are responsible for maintaining of linen. So kaning centralized hotel linen room kay ang mga linens kay kuan gani gisort siya og one kanang spot or like area tas naay kanang supervisor ani nga kuan bali naay authorized para ani nga room nga linen room. So decentralized kay more siya kanang every floor kay nagi siya pantries ka bantay man mga food pantries kanang sa kanang mga sa mga lahi-lahi nga floor like sa hallway baro na abay pantries inana pud sa decentralized hotel linen room kanang bali gisort ang mga linens sa pantries every floor. Next. Next is types of linen. Next is types of linen, the blanket, duvets and quilts, mattress protector. So the blanket is these need to adhere to body in order to provide warmth and
Comfort.
comf- comfortable. They should be smooth, soft, resilient, and not too heavy. Next, kay duvets and kilts. It consists of a filling sandwich stitched in fabric cases with a changeable cover. The fillers may be feather of the birds or synthetic fiber. Most of the hotels use duvets with its cover as a bedspread. Pillow and duvet with cover are all that are needed to make bed. Next is the mattress protector. So it is kept above the mattresses to protect the mattress from any strains.
Strains or stains.
Next is the laundry equipment, tools, and its usage.
Okay, so what are laundry equipment, tools, and its usage? Now, laundry equipment are tools and machinery that are obviously used in laundry services. Now, how many are there? There are different categories of laundry equipment, and in this topic, we're going to discuss several of them. So, would you mind presenting the next slide? Thank you. Okay, so the number one laundry equipment is we have washer extractors. This consists of a large perforated drum of stainless steel that holds the laundry encased in an external stationary shell, which holds the wash water of varying capacities ranging from 7 to 350 kilograms. Now, soiled linens are fed into the drum, and suitable temperature, detergent, and water are introduced at appropriate times. The inner drum washes and rinses by rotating backwards and forwards, agitating the water and articles inside. Now, the alternating of the rotating direction ensures and prevents the roping of the items in the drum. So, gamit kayo ni siya, guys. Actually, gamit kayo ni siya. Now, next, we have the laundromats. They are self-service laundries where washer extractors and tumble dryers are available for the individual user, operated with the help of a coin, card, or token. They may be found in public areas like hostels, apartment blocks, etc. So, di siya butang, guys. Simply, it's a kind of room, a service room, something like that. Dini siya gamit ha. It's like a service room lang, like like pareha gud ng closet for cleaning material, something like that. Okay, so next we have hydro extractors or a spin dryer. Now, separate spin dryers of a small capacity may also be installed. So dili ra day isa ang kailangan ni ani niya. Like they need multiple para maka-work. Now, they too have a dual drum like the washer extractors, but they are only designed for hydro extraction at high speed using centrifugal force. Pasabot aning hydro extractors, mag-dry sila. They dry the clothes. Now, next slide, please. Next, we have tumble dryers. Now, these are machines that dry laundry by tumbling it slowly in a perforated drum exposed to hot air ranging from 40 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius in low capacity dryers and going right up to 85 degrees Celsius in an industrial dryer. So, meaning to say, kani siya kay tig-ugar sa gihapon ni sa atong mga sinina in very high temperatures. Now, next we have the roller press or the flatwork ironers. Now, this consists of pairs of heated padded rollers which rotate and iron flat items of linen such as tablecloths, bed sheets, etc., and are fed in from one end, pass between the rollers, and are retrieved iron from the other end. So, kuan ni mo ni sa sanina niya from very wrinkly na napilo-pilo na clothes to very clean, sleek, mga clean kita na clothes. Like, murag wala dyan nahilabtan ba? Now, next we have the tunnel washers or batch washers. Now, this has many separate compartments to process the linens. Linen is loaded from one end and removed from the other end. So, from isa ka tumoy, gisud siya, then other tumoy, gi-remove siya. Now, these machines take linens in large capacities from 500 to 2,000 kilograms, hence installed only in commercial laundries. These machines are fully automatic, time-saving, and efficient. So, angay ni siya gamiton para sa kanang mga dagkong kortina, mga dagko kayong mga blankets, kanang mga heavy kay ba. Now next slide please. Now, next we have folding machines. These machines may be semi-automated which do not exactly fold the linens, but holds the ends of the linen from the other end. They are fully automated machines that may fold the linens automatically immediately after being calendared. So meaning to say, paspas kini siya guys. Automatic dyan siya. Like, it's immediate. Now, next, we have the spotting unit. This is a machine that aids in cleaning and removing stains from fabrics and consists of a spotting board, spotting gun, a vacuum, and a steam nozzle. Now, the fabric is laid onto the board, as you can see, na board dira, spotted with a gun, and then steam is applied, and then ang stain niya is removed by the vacuum installed in it. Now, next we have the cabinet dryer or the drying room. Now, this is a chamber where low crease garments are suspended or hanged and steam or hot air is circulated through the cabinet. So, cabinet ni siya, guys. Cabinet ni siya, but it has electricity in it, which is used to dry your clothes basically. Now next we have the tunnel dryer. Now ang clothes nato ani are hung on conveyor belts that pass through a tunnel. Hot air blowing in the tunnel renders the articles completely dry by the time they exit. So tig-uga ra gihapon ni sa atong mga sanina guys. Pero mas effective siya kontra sa katong uban laundry equipment na natong na-discuss ganiha, which also dries their clothes. So next we have the puffer or the Suzy. It's used for coats that don't crease heavily. Meaning to say, coats na gamitan na niya guys. Now, coats are put onto a dummy that's inflated with steam to remove creases, then with hot air to remove moisture created by the steam. This is ideal for ironing gowns and coats. Now next we have the shirt press unit. This consists of several units designed for pressing different parts of the shirt, which are padded and shaped appropriately. These units are the cuff, collar, and yoke unit. Number 2, we have the body and bosom unit. And then number 3, we have the sleever. Now next we have the 13th one, trouser legger press or the flatbed press. Now this consists of a flat padded base on which to lay the fabric along with an attached hot head, which is controlled with the help of foot pedals to lower and raise it in a scissor-like fashion to iron the garments. The application of heat, pressure, and steam helps to iron the article. Now, I think this is the end of the laundry equipment. We are on the next topic, which is the laundry process flow. Now, what is this? It's a step-by-step procedure to follow in the act of washing clothes or textile materials. Next slide, please. Now, there are 16 steps in following the process of the industrial laundering. We have collection, arrival, sorting, marking, weighing, loading, washing, rinsing, hydro extraction, unloading, tumble drying, finishing, folding, airing, storage, and then last but not least, we have transfer and use. Now, next slide. We're going to be tackling this all day long. Okay. First up, we have collection. Now, this may be done in the linen room if the laundry is off-site, but it is usually in the laundry itself if the laundry is on premises. Now, certain linen items are collected separately. And similarly, in a hospital, linen from the surgical ward would be collected separately. Now, ang linen is usually packaged in canvas bags lined with polyvinyl. Eyelets on the rim of the bag facilitate passing a nylon cord through, which can be tightened in order to shut the opening of the bag. In some cases, elastic elasticized net bags called skips are used to collect and carry linen. Trolleys are most popular for transportation, and if planned at the construction stage, an inbuilt chute is used for transporting linen from the floor pantries. It is preferable to put linen into canvas bags before dropping it down the chute so that wear and tear is reduced. Next up, we have arrival. On arrival, ang linen must be dealt with as quickly as possible. Now, processing linen for laundering as quickly as possible is necessary. It is to ensure that linen items are available as and when required. It is to avoid transfer of stains and to prevent stains from becoming permanent. And that so it does not provide a breeding ground for bacteria and pests. Pasabot ana mas madagan ang bacteria if di na to tarungon og process ang linen for laundering. Then to prevent the formation of mildew on damp articles, particularly bath linen, and last but not least to reduce the possibility of linen getting misplaced or lost. Now next we have number 3, sorting. Now, sorting is carried out according to the type of fabric or linen or item or color as well as the degree and type of soil. This is done to separate those articles that need dry cleaning from those that will go through the normal wash process. Now, those that need mending or stain removal will be separated so that they can be dealt with accordingly. Also, different clothes take a different wash process in terms of temperature of water, type of laundering agent, length of wash cycle, whether hydro extraction should be done, and if so, the length of the hydro extraction cycle. It takes less effort to pre-sort linen than to post-sort wash linen, which is 50% heavier in weight due to water retention. Now, next slide, please. We have marking. Marking may be temporary or guest laundry or permanent or monogramming of hotel linen. Now, it is temporary marking that is carried out at this stage. So, mostly temporary jud siya. Most good establishments have a marking machine that attaches a heat-sealed tape in an inconspicuous place. The tag has scope for 6 characters and is intended to indicate the initials of the guest as well as the room number. It provides a clear identification for correct billing, and although it does not come off in the normal wash process, it can be peeled off if so desired. Now next, we have weighing. This is carried out to conform to the capacity of the washing machine. In case if mag-overload, na ay reduce centrifugal action because the linen articles are too tightly packed in the drum. So weighing, guys, this is important because we don't know basin yag makaguba tag machine or basin nagsayang-sayang lang tag space and nagkaskas ng tag oras if gamay ra ang atong i-inside or isud sa isa ka machine for the laundering process. Now, many modern machines have sensors that can gauge not only the load but also the length of the cycle, temperature of water, water level, the type and amount of laundry agent, and when it will be dispensed in the wash cycle. This is highly beneficial in the conservation of water and energy as well as reducing wear and tear on the linen articles. Now next up we have loading. This is often done manually or with a certain degree of automation. Shovel type cranes may be used for lifting and depositing linen, thereby providing complete automation by eliminating the need for handling by operators. Now, alternatively, weighed linen in bags is transported along a track and directed to the opening of the washer extractor with the help of a nylon cord. So, meaning to say, loading is walang. Mag-load ka og clothes through the machine na they're supposed to be in. That's all. Loading. Magkuan ka ba? Imo ibutang dira. Like, imo i-pack. Something like that. Now next we have washing. This is a stage during which the actual cleaning of the items take place. It is designed to perform the 3 basic functions: removing soil from textiles, suspending it in the solution para ma-discharge from the machine through the drain. Now next up we have rinsing. Once the wash cycle is completed, mahimo ni siyang essential step. A running rinse with an open drain is more effective, but a larger volume of water is utilized. Now, carried out ni siya at least twice so as to ensure ma-remove jud ang mga sabon, ang laundry agents na gigamit og asasad ang dirt and stains na naa niya. Mas makahelp ni siya mo lower sa temperature of the wash loaded by using a cold water rinse. Meaning to say, mas better if cold water jud imong gamit kontra sa hot. Now next we have hydro extraction. From the word pasabot ana, it is drying the clothes. Now draining is followed by this that will remove excess moisture through centrifugal force by spinning the load at a high speed. Ang absorbency of the fabric affects the length of the cycle, which is 6 to 8 minutes, and the residue of the moisture. Ang pinaka-efficient daw na extraction for cotton kay it takes temperature higher than 38 degrees Celsius, pero lower sa than 55 degrees Celsius. Then asay polyesters and blends that should be extracted at a temperature below 38 degrees Celsius para ma-prevent ang wrinkles. Now next up we have number 10, unloading. Mo ni siya ang antonym sa loading. We are unloading clothes atong gipagawas ang clothes sa mga machines. Do you get me? Of course you do. Now, articles may be manually removed and put into trolleys. Tilting and dumping machines reduce the physical effort of manual unloading. Now, naay laundry cart para na-position daan sa door and a push button operated to rotate the cylinder and empty its contents. Now, alternatively, the machine can unload onto a conveyor belt that will transport the linen to the next set of operations. Next, number 11, we have tumble drying. Okay. This is to completely dry the linen by blowing hot air between 40 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius onto the articles as they are slowly rotated in the drum. Now, ang process of tumble drying creates a good deal of wear and tear on the fabric as particles of lint comes off the fabric in the drying process. The time taken is approximately 30 minutes depending on whether the article is to be completely partially dried. Now for those articles na require now next we have finishing. Now naay mga clothes that require a finished pressed. Ironing and pressing are usual. Articles like blankets, towels, candlewick, bedspreads, hoistery, etc. kay dili siya mo require og pressed finish. They are only to be tumble dried. Now next we have folding. Mahuman ni siya by a machine, pero mostly manually ra ni siya, by hand. The use of a folding stand helps minimize this. Otherwise, very labor-intensive operations ang mahitabo. Now, manual folding makes it possible to achieve the desired fold as well as ensure quality control. Now, correct folding is important to the appearance of the article and makes it convenient to store and use. Next up, we have airing. This is essential prior to storage, especially if the articles are to be stored in closed shelves. This ensures that any moisture na naay this ensures na any moisture na naa sa clothes kay mahawa jud siya. Next, we have number 15 and 16. The last process or steps. Next, Bob. Okay, storage. This should be properly well done in a well-designed storage space. Pasabot ani niya, ang storage kailangan limpyo. Kailangan na ay rest period before ma-use put again ang linen. So thereby ensuring a rest period between uses. As a general rule, at any given time, approximately 50% of the total linen inventory should be on the shelves, 25% in use, and then 25% in processing. The storage area must be isolated from the soiled linen and kept clean. Now lastly, we have transfer in use. The linen is issued to the concerned department for use. Since the transferred clean linen is usually done by linen trolleys, it is important to keep the trolleys clean. The linen is utilized for the purpose intended and the cycle begins all over again. Now this is the end of our part 1. We're gonna be continuing this in the we're gonna be mag-continue rami next time kay lapas na ang time limit sa Google Meet. So anyways, we'll be back na part 2. Don't worry, we'll be back. So goodbye. I love you all. Matiwas rani next. Sir, pasensya sir. Okay. Oh my God. Napay part 2. Oh my God.
Sa dito.